Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Omar G. Welcome to my Powershell Escapades. And today we're going to be discussing conditional operators. We're going to start off with the if statement. Just want to make sure I tell you guys, if you like my content, if you enjoy it, if you learn something new, please hit the like button. Let's get right into this if statement. The if statement is a logical condition that needs to be met within an application. It's really cool because if these conditions are met, then you know what to do. It's like, if not this, then do that type situation. We're going to go ahead and jump right in because I can probably show you better than explaining it. Let's start off by declaring a variable, which is I'm going to just set it to n because later on I'll actually make it a number. And we're going to just say if these conditions are met, and my condition is going to be if n is not a value, has no value, if it's a variable, if it's a null statement or a null variable, then give me these set of instructions. A null statement is really complicated sometimes, guys. It actually means absolutely nothing. Not equal to zero. It's not equal to anything. And that is why I think it's a little weird in that regard. And if that is true, then what we're going to do is we're going to say n has no value. So the goal of this application right now is going to be this little script we just wrote quickly is going to say n. We declared it, so we know there's an end. And if n has no value, and since we have not given it a value, it's going to return back and say n has no value. Really short and simple. Let's execute that. N has no value. So the application is being compiled up here, and then it returns n has no value. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of a division or a space between my application being compiled and my return value. I actually like doing that. I prefer it that way. It looks cleaner, that little division there. Let's rerun this. And now we have that little space there. And if you didn't catch what I did, I actually just put a semicolon right in front of the output. That lets the application know to start this return on a new line. And that's exactly what I did there. We do see that n has no value. Let's clear the screen, and this time let's actually provide n with a value. Let's say n equals 2, right? And at this point, we know that this condition is no longer being met. So these instructions here should not be executed by the compiler or the application. Let's go and see what type of return value we will get. I'm expecting it'll be nothing. And as we expected or predicted, nothing, because there's no instructions after this situation here. So if n equals 2, you no longer meet the condition that says if n has no value. So these instructions inside of here are not being executed, and since we have nothing else in our program, the program ends, and it returns no value. Let's actually change the value of the condition. I'm going to clear the screen, and let's change the value of this condition here. Let's actually say n is greater than 0. And now we know for sure that n equals 2. So that is greater than 0. If you put it on a number line and you check, yes, greater than 0. I'm going to change the text here because if n currently has a value, and I just want it to look right when it comes out. So n has a value now. And we're going to go ahead and play this now. And as you can see, it says n has a value. It's going to look for the condition. It's going to say n equals 2. And then it's say if n is greater than 0, write to the host, n has no value. And this little semicolon here gives us our division down here. So that's awesome. And now we have our return that says n has a value. Sorry. We're going to play with this a little bit more. Let's play with this condition one more time, and let's actually make it false so that this condition is not met and that these other lines are not executed. Let's clear the screen one time. And we're going to go ahead and type in if n is less than 0, and we know n is 2, which is greater than 0. Again, if you need me to, I'll pull out a number line. We can go ahead and just, if n is less than 0, execute this. But it will not execute it because it is greater than 0. And we're going to run it, we're going to compile it, and we have no return values. So this is a great foundation for us to start off with an if statement. We will build on this on the next one, part 2 of our conditional operators. For now, please stay tuned to my future videos. This is Omar G signing off from my Powershell Escapades. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.